Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll, and off we go from Seattle.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready, break. 51 the mic. Here we go, D. Get up. Hard. Hard. Get up.
Williams. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in Week 1, and this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977, but since then, just 20 meetings between the two teams. And the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015.
Check 50. Greystone, travel. Hey, high 7. Hey. Fair. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit.
The play fake. Now Young. Flush to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 57 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now it's Lockett. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. On play action, Young. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Here we go. 8, read. Go. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Go.
Now a first down throw for Young. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 55 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Come on, now, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now here's Young. Flushed out right. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. And that's caught inside the 30. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
It's Young on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bengals nothing.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Switch. Leo.
Off the play fake, Young. He'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He'll have a first down past the 40. That's complete to John Ross. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive. Now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pilot, 64, weak. Look, squeeze. Bang, 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 bang.
Young working out of the gun. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Hey, Alpha.
On 1st and 10, Young. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins got home that time.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Come on, set. 90s, Wolf. 3 down, 3 down. Check. 6-6, pull it high. Let's go.
3rd and long for Young. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jordan Evans. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw there out to Williams. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Go.
Now Young, throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt, just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a nice screw.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Kaepernick now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Kaepernick going to throw. He's going to let this go deep, and this will be caught at the 30. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will get him one closer. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's Young off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Room here to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Slam, slam, slam. 80 weapons. Hey, Delta. Mark 38. Hey, tight. 38 to Mike. Bandit. Bandit. No. 38. You can't block me. You can't.
Final play of the half. Young going for the deep ball. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Squeeze, get in there.
Kaepernick now on third and goal. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run again with Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Back. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Kill. Hey.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. A big play there for the Bengals. 61 yards. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Kaepernick. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Kaepernick now to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. Give him 58 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
This is caught inside the 15, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, and the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep up with.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And he's going to go down down. It's a sack on Kaepernick.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And the pressure gets to him again. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in the bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Young. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Kaepernick to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A big play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And Young's going to throw it here. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Look at me. Zipper.
Young on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
On the double. 3 down, 3 down.
A 1st down throw for Young. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Go. Ready?
Young now. Going to throw again. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Their mobile quarterback, 31 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Matchbox lights. 5.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Bengals grab it.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You get it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like,
Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And he's going to fall on this one himself. So a bit of a weird ending for sure, but they will indeed come up short as this game is over. So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Seahawks, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.